Hi friends, this is Pastor Lucas Pena, and this is our snack for the journey. And this week we are in a short letter. It's the second letter that the Apostle John wrote to a church. We don't know which church he wrote. Some people believe that is the Ephesus church. We're not sure. He called that the lady, the elected lady. It's a very interesting way of treating the church and her sons. And people think, oh, he has a girlfriend, a lady friend. No, he's writing to a church, and the church at that time, that church and other churches are facing the same kind of problem. They had at that time a lot of evangelists and preachers and teachers they were walking around, and they would go to a city, go to a church, and people would welcome them in their homes, listen to them, take them to the meetings, all that kind of thing, give them the opportunity to teach and preach. And John said, look, that's great, but you have to be careful because there's a lot of bad teachers around teaching what is wrong, and I don't want you to listen to them. I don't want you to receive them in your house. Read the second letter, you're going to see that. So it's a very interesting letter. And before I read the verse for today and meditate in that verse, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe to our channel and to share this video with your friends and family and help us to bless other people. So let's see the verse for today, verse 6. Verse 6, look what John wrote. And this is love, that we walk in obedience to his commandments. As you have heard from the beginning, his command is that you walk in love. Love is to walk in the command, obedience to the command. And the command is to walk in love. Those two things come together. As we know, we already dealt with that. The word love doesn't mean, in the New Testament, used in the Christian setting, the word used it doesn't mean feelings. That is the challenge for us today, because there is a different word. It's a word that means action and means will. You have to will. You have to do something. And this is the definition that John is giving to them. Say, we love you. But love means an action. We're going to protect you. You're going to obey. You're going to obey the command. That is love. How do I prove that? How do I prove that I love God? If I do what he asked me to do, if I do what he commanded me to do, if I obey his command, I'm showing that I love him. And that is the biggest challenge for us, right? Because we always see love as a feeling. If I feel, I'm going to do it. John is not asking anybody to feel anything. John is asking and demanding here that we do things, we obey his commands. Whatever he says, whatever God says, we should do it. And this is how we prove that we love him. So it's very clear. There is no tricky, there is no a place and room for interpretation. It's so clear here. This is love, that we walk in obedience to his commands. That's it. And his command is that you walk in love. So what is the command? That you walk in love. And what is love? To obey his command. It's simple like that. It cannot be simpler than that, right? Do it. You have to do it. How do I prove that I love God? Obey his command. What is his command? To love. To love one another. To love one another. And this is what Christianity most of the time is so simple that it's kind of scary. Oh, but what is the interpretation? The interpretation is this. Do it. Obey his command. This is it. That's the interpretation. You cannot get wrong. Whatever he says, do it. And what he said, love. Simple like that. That's Christian life. And this is our snack for today. God bless you.